Graydon House and Harper Audio present The Work Wife, a novel by Alison B. Hart. Performed by Soneela Nankani. For Mike and Mia. Let's bump and pump. A benefit to support low-income mothers. Thursday, June 27th, 2019, 5 p.m. at the home of Ted and Holly Stabler, Pacific Palisades. Address provided upon request. Co-sponsored by Stabler Studios, Producers Guild of America, Genders United, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Up-A-Baby, Amtrak, Saratoto Copper, the Theodore J. and Holly L. Stabler Foundation. 1. Zanne. Zanne stood on the terrace, enjoying a rare moment of solitude as soft light tiptoed over the Santa Monica Mountains and birdsong trilled from the sycamores. She couldn't have imagined when she joined the personal staff 8 years ago that it could ever be this quiet here. It hadn't been easy this morning, tearing herself away from her new girlfriend, still curled up under the covers, to be the first to arrive at the estate. But today, Zanne was Ted Stabler's acting chief of staff. 12 hours from now, this terrace would be teeming with people, and right here at the top of the steps, Holly Stabler would give her hostess speech at the party. It was a scene worthy of the cover of Architectural Digest. The terrace was paved with lantern-shaped terracotta tiles and stepped down to encircle a long rectangular swimming pool. The pool had a plaster bottom that was painted black and looked like a mountain lake where fawns and sprites might bathe. A far cry from the Pomona Y where Zanne had learned to swim. Around it there were gatherings of lounge chairs and tables, each vignette sheltered by a canvas umbrella dyed a custom shade of fern, and beyond that, a high brick wall that shielded guests from the staff spaces on the other side. Purple bougainvillea overflowed the planters, and jacaranda blossoms honeyed the air. On the far side of the terrace, outside the wisteria-covered pool house with its retractable walls, were a fire pit and a pizza oven and a soda fountain where the children loaded up their sports bottles on hot summer days with orange LaCroix, lemon San Pellegrino, root beer, and chocolate syrup. The place was already perfect for entertaining, and yet in a few hours, the entire head count of panache parties would descend on the Stabler estate, and together with the personal staff's events team, they'd transform this oasis into an adult playground where Hollywood's high flyers would rub elbows, make deals, and raise money for Bump to Pump, Holly's favorite charity. Zanne walked across the terrace and down a little knoll to the craftsman cottage that housed Ted's office. Ted's actual chief of staff, Dawn, had asked Zanne to cover for her today so she could meet with her contractor. Did Dawn really mean for Zanne to be at her post by 6 a.m.? Probably not, but Zanne had never sat first chair for an entire day before. Inside, the office was spare, minimalist, the left wall all glass. She lifted the window shades and emptied the outbox, stuck her finger in the aloe plant soil, even though the landscapers had checklists and calendar reminders that told them when to water, and gave the desk an extra look, making sure everything was just how Ted liked it. The keyboard parallel to the edge of the desk, legal pad perpendicular to the keyboard, shades left down 25% of the way.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?